Hello? Anybody out there? Oh, I just got in from outside. I look a mess. I just took my hair down. Just trying to get, let's see. Gotta turn this sound off. Now, let's see if I can find my live on this laptop so I can read the chat. Gotta read the chat, y'all. Ten watching. It's not bad. $11. Nobody in chat so far. Oh, yeah, we got Karen. Hi. Hello, Karen. You're the first one in. I've been out in the yard this afternoon, so I'm probably going to cough. Didn't have a mask on, and it's real windy. Real windy outside, and it's cold. The high today was like 56 degrees, and it's 48 degrees right now. So it's a little on the chilly side. I was trying to see if I had any sweet potatoes, but, well, I'm not going to get into that because you'll have to watch the video to find out. I'm doing fine, Karen. How are you? $55 where you're at. It's 48 degrees here. It was warm last night. My heater didn't even come on last night. It was in the high 60s last night. And there's Kai. Hello, Kai. How's Hawaii weather? Right on the beach. Want to see the hotel right on the beach? Sure. And there's Gladys. Your cable keeps going in and out. My little frog chewed up the wire. Yeah, it's supposed to get down to, I think, like 36 tomorrow night. And then Thursday night, it's supposed to get down to like 30. So that's freezing, y'all. Even if it gets down to 32, that's freezing. So I went out there and picked all my green tomatoes that I could find that you could actually pick. There's some small ones on there, so if it doesn't freeze Thursday night, then they might survive. But then they forecast we'll get another freeze next week. So, and there's Frida Cassidy. Hi there. How are you doing? I don't know what it was, but I've been nauseated all day today. My head doesn't feel right. So I don't know if it's allergies or this cold or what it is. But I had to run to the store and get me a Pepsi to drink it so it would settle my stomach some. And I've been feeling a little bit better since I drank some. But I don't know why my stomach's like that. Woke up nauseated this morning. Been like that all day. And there's Donna, Tamara, Karen Myers here. Well, we saw her. She said it was 55. Yeah, my heat's on too, Gladys. It's 48 degrees right now. The high today was only 56. One of the coldest days we've had. But guess what? Wednesday it's going to be back up to 80 degrees. That's Texas weather for you. It'll freeze one night. The next day it'll be up to 80. Then it'll get warm the next few nights. A week later we'll get down to 30 degrees again. Happy Monday to you too, Tamara. I didn't even think about going on StreamYard, Kai. I'm not on StreamYard tonight, so I can't get anybody else up on the screen. I wish I'd have thought to go live on StreamYard. That way I could have got other people up on the video as well. Oh, me. You can tell I haven't felt good all day just looking at my face. I don't have as much color in my face for some, just haven't felt good today. But I wanted to get on here and do one of these surprise lives to give away something else. Enjoyed your... Well, I went on one shopping trip all day. I went to Home Depot, videoed that. I went to Walmart, I videoed that. I went to Big Lots, I videoed that. And then I uploaded them and just posted them so you could see them at different times. I didn't want to put them all together and make a 4-hour video. So I broke it down to each store and posted it. I know I don't want to get sick. But I wanted to get out there and finish putting up my Christmas lights today, but I just felt so bad most of the day that I didn't get out there and do that. But it's going to be up to 80 again this week one day, so if I don't get out there tomorrow, maybe it'll be the day that it hits 80 degrees and I'll be out there sweating and putting up the rest of the lights and stuff. I got to get my deer and my sleigh and my unicorn and all that stuff out of the shed. I haven't even got them out yet. And I know I'm going to have to get more lights. I've been using up the new strings of lights. So I'm going to have to run back out to Walmart or somewhere and get some more lights. Yeah, I could have put that video all in one video, but it would have been so long. I decided just to break it down for each store and post it like that. That way you don't sit there half a day watching the video. And I didn't really buy anything except some lights. And I bought that one bow, and that was it. Because I have to buy more lights every year because my strings are usually always burnt out or half a string. So I got to buy new ones to replace them and have a few extra on hand in case more bulbs burn out. Gladys said she saw some. Dammer said she enjoyed them. Well, I'm glad y'all enjoyed looking at it, watching it. I figured especially the ones that can't get out would enjoy walking through the store with me. I think I go slow but until I watch the replay of it. And then I realize I think I'm going slow, but I'm not. I got to slow down to a crawl, I guess, videoing it. You like how you made individual trips. Yeah. It was all in one day. I mean, I went from one store to the other, but I videoed each store separate. because I didn't want to have to put the whole long video together. You missed them, Donna? Well, they're up there for video. You can watch them anytime. I got one for Walmart, one for Home Depot, one for Big Lots. I went back in 5 and below, but I didn't video it. I could not believe the prices on those Christmas trees. $500 for a Christmas tree, y'all. I mean, it was a beautiful tree, and it was like 8 foot tall, or taller, but if I had to spend $500 to get a Christmas tree, I'd never have one. Something that big wouldn't come in here anyway. It'd take up my whole living room, then I'd have to cut a hole in the ceiling to put the top of the tree through it. But yeah, you know, I told I told everybody that I was going to have these surprise lives, and I'd be asking a question from one of the videos and see how many can answer it, or see if anybody can. But I'm going to wait, because we've only been live for 10 minutes. I'm going to wait and let people have a time to get in if they're coming before I ask the question, to give everybody a chance. What have y'all been doing today? Something fun, exciting? Tamara says, glad to see your videos. I don't need to go to the store now, saves me money. Well, I had to go. If I was going to put my Christmas stuff outside this year, I knew I had to get lights, and I still got to go get more. I can't get the one on my candy cane on the mailbox to come on, so I guess it's burnt out. Or either it's not charged up enough. Karen said she's sick. What's wrong, Karen? How are you sick? Do you have COVID or flu or what? No, I am. I don't know. I got my Christmas presents in the mail already. I got my online registration for my car, because it runs out the end of December. And I got my driver's license renewal. I can renew my driver's license online, so that's probably what I'm going to do. But they don't expire till May, so I don't have to do that right away. But I said, yep, I got my early Christmas presents for the government. Car renewal and driver's license renewal. And my Spectrum bill. And my electric bill. Got all kind of presents in the mail that's going to cost me money. Did you taste it, Gladys? Did you taste the cowboy jelly or the pepper jelly? It's not hot at all. I mean, there's hot peppers in it, but not that many, so it's not really hot. You can't even hardly tell there's any heat in it. Oh no, Karen, you feel like a truck ran over you? You should try the jelly, Gladys. It's real good, and I think you'll be able to eat it because it's not hot. I opened a small jar of it like that and to try it, and I put some on some bread and butter. It was good. I mean, it tastes like the jalapeno, but it's not hot at all. Yeah, I guess it's just the time of the year, the weather changing. And, this is the time of the year that the flu bug goes around. I had my flu shot already, though, thank goodness. And they told me I didn't need any more COVID shots, that I was all caught up on them, so I didn't get a COVID shot again this year. Going to buy some crackers. I bought some the other day. I bought me a box of crackers, saltines. Yeah, it's going to be sad if all my plants freeze and they flop over. That's the saddest part of gardening is when it freezes and the plants die off from the freeze. After all that hard work to keep them alive and producing stuff all year, and then one or two freezes are going to wipe them out. But now the collards and the kale and the perpetual spinach and the Swiss chard and all that, it's going to be right there because it loves the cold weather. It doesn't even mind the snow. It perks right up and grows. You've had your shot, Karen. Buy some crackers to go with your jelly, your pepper jelly. I think you'll like it. So I've got another recipe added to my to-make list every year. I'll be harvesting peppers and tomatoes, and I'll not only make cowboy candy and cowboy candy relish and pepper relish, I'll be making pepper jelly and pepper jam. I added a little bit more hot peppers in the next batch that I made. So it's not hot even. I mean, it has a little bit of heat, but it's still not hot. I don't think it was intended to be hot. Not hot, if you know what I mean. You had COVID and the flu shot, Karen? It's pretty good. I'm surprised. I had to try it today. So I put some on some bread with some butter, and it was really good. I said, oh yeah, I'll be making that every year now, from now on. Because if it was real hot, I couldn't eat it. My stomach goes in spasms when I swallow hot peppers now. Didn't used to bother me, but I can't handle them now. My stomach protests. Oh, if I could just get rid of these allergies. I don't know how much good these cough drops do. Have any of you ever made pepper jelly before? It's real easy by this recipe that I've got. I was surprised. The recipe I got from my brother. He said he makes it every year if he's got any peppers at all because it's so easy to make. So I had to try it. And I'll be making it every year from now on. Yeah, I didn't even want to get up this morning. I woke up and I just felt like I didn't have any energy to do anything and I didn't want to get up. But I forced myself to get up, went in and took a shower, thought I'd feel better. Still felt nauseated. My head had just slightly hurt a little. And I felt nauseated all day until I finally went to the dollar store right out here and got me a 2-liter Coke or 2-liter Pepsi and got some, what is it, cheese and sour cream potato chips because I wanted something salty. So I ate a handful of those chips and drank that Pepsi. And finally my stomach settled down. I didn't feel nauseated much anymore. But I'm still not feeling 100%. You can look at me and tell that. Yeah, I do a lot. But I've always been that way, you know. I push myself and do probably a lot more sometimes than what most people my age would even think about doing. But if I feel up to it, you know, I like to stay busy. I can't just sit idle. Drives me crazy to sit there and do nothing. Unless I'm sick, and then, you know, I'll be there. If I'm sick, don't feel like doing nothing, then I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, most of you been there and done that, I'm sure. Yeah, hopefully it stays on, Gladys. I'm looking to see how long we've been on. About 23 minutes. My chat disappeared. I was trying to get my chat back up here. Oh my goodness, Karen. You choked on some eggs? No, you turned the color of an egg. Well, I'm glad you're all right. But here's the prize for tonight. It's the squirrel kitchen towel. It says fall. Hello Fall is what it says. I couldn't even read it. It says Hello Fall. And it's got those 2 squirrels on it with the acorns down here between them. I think it's a pretty towel. About 6 more minutes. We've got 32 watching right now, so see if we get any more people in here in the next couple of minutes. I choked on eggs. Oh my goodness. Well, sometimes after I've had my neck surgery that I had, I can turn my neck just right or just sit just right and hold it in a certain position where the nerves through my neck and my throat will flutter because they're being pinched or something, and it causes me to cough. And it's not an allergy cough or anything. It's just a cough because I got this flutter going on down in my throat from the nerves. And it's aggravating. And other times it is my allergies. Yeah, I thought that little kitchen towel was really cute. Do you something dog food? I don't know what you're asking, James. Do you eat dog food? Huh? I don't have dog food here. I don't have a dog. Puppy chow. I don't know why you're asking about dog food and puppy chow, James. Explain. Enlighten us. I don't know. Is he wanting to win puppy chow or dog food? I don't understand. But I don't have dog food or puppy chow. I don't have dogs. I don't buy puppy food or dog food. I never thought about getting any to give out as a prize either. So I don't know. Don't know. Couple more minutes and we'll be asking the question. I hope somebody can answer it. We'll try. Well, you had to see the video to know the answer. One more minute. Like I said, you have to watch the videos to know the answer. And you never know what video it's going to be on, so. Boy, this is the longest minute. Okay. In one of my videos, I was making something and I put a 1 cup too much of something in what I was making. What was that I put a cup too much into it? Does anybody know? What was it that I put in this recipe that I was making and I put a whole cup too much? Okay, I'm not going to ask you what I was making. I'm asking what was it I put in there that was 1 cup too much. Not sugar, not milk, not flour. And I know somebody saw it because they left a comment below the video of what I put too much of in there because they noticed it. Nope, not honey. It was vinegar. Karen Meyer got it. Karen, you won the towel, the Hello Fall towel with the squirrels on it. So you'll have to send me your mailing address to my email address. It's below the videos, the hauserlinda49@gmail.com. It was vinegar. I got to thinking and I said, well, now did I put that other cup of vinegar in there? And I couldn't remember offhand if I did put that last cup in there or not. So I put another cup in. And then after I did it, I realized that was a cup too much. But it still turned out all right. Now she remembers. You remember now, Gladys. You should remember you got a jar of the jelly. And that's what I was making in that video was the pepper jelly. I think it called for 2 cups of vinegar. And then I couldn't remember if I put the second cup in. And I went back later and put another cup. So that was a cup too much vinegar. But it still turned out all right. Gladys says, yes, I remember now. Well, you already got you couple of prizes anyway, so. But yeah, Karen, just get me your mailing mailing address. I'm writing her name down. And email it to me so I'll know where to send it. And I don't know if you'll get it by Thanksgiving or not. Probably not. May come the day after since they'll be closed for Thanksgiving Day. Post office will. Boa Notte, Brazil. Well, hi there, Everton Carvalho. Carvalho. I can't pronounce it. True, it would be he's going to give it away. Oh, if you won, you were going to give it away. Well, Karen won, so she just got to get me her mailing address so I know where to send it. Oh, I don't know what'll be next on the giveaway list. I'm sleepy, y'all. It's been a long day. I woke up early, but I didn't feel good. But I didn't sleep. I woke up about daylight, not feeling good and nauseated. I mean, I never have thrown up at all. But I just felt queasy all day. And it's like, what is wrong with me? I'm never queasy like that. Got 40 people watching. Just flipped over to 40. It's a shame they didn't come in a few minutes earlier or a couple of seconds earlier. Yeah, I'm tired. I've been working out in the yard after I got to where my stomach settled down a little bit. And I think the fresh air did good too. I was checking on my sweet potatoes, but y'all have to watch the video to know what I did in the video. Everton is from Brazil, and they're talking in, I guess, some Brazilian language because I can't understand it. It'd be so nice if they had a translator on the live chat, but they don't. They've got it on comments usually. So if somebody types in something from another country in their language, you can convert it to English. But our live chats don't have that. It's not that I'm tired, Gladys. It's that I just haven't felt good today. I woke up nauseated, and I've been like that most of the day until I started drinking some Pep or Coke. No, it was Pepsi. What am I talking about? I got me some Pepsi, and I got some salty chips, and I ate a little bit of them because I wanted the salt. And then I drank some of the Pepsi, and that eased my stomach down some. And then getting out in that fresh air helped a little bit too. But I don't feel 100%. Well, is Karen still here? She won, but she didn't post after that. She misspelled vinegar, but I knew she meant vinegar. It's Vinegar. It's really Vinegar. But I knew that's what she meant was vinegar. Let's see if she sent me a email yet. If I can find my Gmail. No, it's not come through yet. Karen, are you still in the live chat? She hasn't said anymore, so I don't know if she's still here. And I can't get my chat back up where it's supposed to be. And there's Dennis. Yeah, you're late. We've already give the prize away. I always wait 30 minutes to give people a chance to get in, and then I ask the question. Karen Meyer won tonight. But she hasn't responded since she won, so I don't know if she left or if she heard what I said about sending me the email with her mailing address in it or not. Karen, if you're still in the chat, let us know. Type something else in. How's Dennis doing this evening? See, Donna's Everton's here. I was at a city council meeting. Oh, wow. Nathaniel Miller's here. Hello, Nathaniel. Y'all got here a little bit late. We've already asked the question, and we got a winner, but she's not responded, so I don't know if she answered the question and then left or what, but she's going to have to get me her mailing address to me, or I won't be able to send her the prize. So I was trying to make sure she knew to send me an email with her mailing address. But she's not responded. I said in one of my videos, one of the recipes I was making, I put a cup of something too much in the recipe. What was it? You had to watch the video to know. And Karen was the one that got the right answer. My day was fine other than I've been nauseated all day. I can't read what you're writing, Everton. It's in another language, Spanish or something. Yeah, I made something that I posted in a video last week. And yeah, you got it right, Dennis. It was vinegar. Or you look back in the chat and saw what Karen put down. I don't know. But she hasn't said anything. I don't know if she answered the question and then left and she's not here anymore. And I'm wondering if she knew that she needed to send me the email with her mailing address. Dennis says I cheated. Shame on you. Well, if she doesn't send me an email and claim her prize, I'll give it away next time. But hopefully she knows that she needs to send me her her mailing address. No, Nathaniel, because I don't know who you are. Yeah, I was going to get out there this morning and start working on my Christmas stuff again. Put all my Christmas decorations up. And I couldn't get moving because I felt so bad this morning. Felt bad most of the day. And then by the time I felt like doing something, it was too late to go in the shed and start dragging stuff out because it was getting dark. But I did do my sweet potato video. But I'm not going to tell you about it. You'll have to watch it. I really think that Karen left. I think she gave the answer and then she skedaddled. I don't know. I'll be watching for her email though. And if I don't hear from her by the time we go live again, I'll give it away next time. No, nobody's knocking on my door. Donna says, oh no. Oh no, what? I mean, it's a pretty towel. I probably should have bought some like that for myself because I thought they're cute. Because I got tons of squirrels that live around here. All of my oak trees, I got squirrels everywhere. Company. No, I don't have company. There's nobody knocking on my door. There's nobody that would come to my door knocking or scratching except little buddy. And he's already been fed. He's been fed so many times today. Him and Lucky both are going to be fat. They're healthy. And little buddy's totally recovered from when he got in that cat fight this summer. And he got his neck ripped open. He was skittish for a long time and he wouldn't eat much. Now his appetite's back. He's feeling good. He's eating like he has no bottom to his stomach. And Lucky does too. I'm going to have to start me a GoFundMe fund just to feed my cats. But it's good that they're healthy. They have a good appetite. That means they feel good and they're healthy. Dennis says Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't know what that's on. Oh, oh, I see. You think that's who's knocking at the door? They used to. I used to have them come knocking at my door all the time. And they're not supposed to do that in this subdivision. There's signs posted everywhere. No solicitation. But we get salespeople that knock on your door all the time. But I haven't had a Jehovah Witness in several years. They've pretty much stopped coming out. Avon, no, Avon never comes here. Catch them some fish. I haven't been able to catch myself any fish lately. And see, the next nice day when it's going to be 80 degrees, that'd be a perfect day to go fishing unless it's going to be too windy. And I can't because I got all my Christmas stuff I got to get up in the yard. Because the weather's fixing to get cold and nasty. Our weather turns usually in December. And that's when we start getting cooler temperatures, a little bit of rain. Now, it may not do that this year because the weather's been crazy. Who knows? Because we haven't even had a freeze yet. And it's the end of November. Burma shave. Full of brush man. Kirby vacuum cleaner. Yeah, I've had all of them come to my door. I've had the Kirby salesman. I've had Avon before. I've had roofers wanting to put a new roof on my house. I've had people trying to sell me windows. People come by knocking on my door wanting to sell me a water filter. Oh, you need a water filter to filter all the chemicals and stuff out of your water. That's what dries your skin out. But then they want to put it under your sink, and it's just going to take care of the water coming into your kitchen sink. It's not going to take care of the water going in your bathtub or your shower. So it's not going to help your skin at all unless you take a bath in your kitchen sink. Because you need a filter on the main water line that goes to the whole house. Yeah, water softener man. Tree trimmers. I've had them all come by here. I had one guy that had one of those things that you put on a tree. It starts at the top and it just pulverizes that tree all the way down to the ground. I can't remember what they call them. And he said he charged me $800 to do this lot over here that I got trees on. And I said no, because if you do that, the roots are still going to be there, and I'll have new growth coming out of the roots. He said, well, you'll have to keep it mowed. And I said, no, I don't really want to have to mow another lot. So I told him no, I'll keep my trees for a while longer. Neighbor wanted to do hand therapy on me. I chased her away. I've never heard of that one. I've not had anybody come out here wanting to do hand therapy. That's a new one. I've had sanitation services knocking on my door. Oh, we'll give you a cheaper rate than the company you're with now. I said, yeah, you'll give me a cheaper rate until it goes up. Well, like I said, Karen must have left. She won the prize and then skedaddled. I just hope she knows to send me her mailing address. We'll see. But my views have been down. Oh man, it's hurting my paycheck this month, I'll tell you. It hurt last month too. My check is down to about a third of what it was. And that's not good this time of year. This is, Christmas time coming up. Hope she didn't faint in shock. Really? Maybe we need to send 911 to her door. I wouldn't know where to send them, though. That's just it. Wouldn't know where to send them. Well, like I said, if she doesn't claim it, she doesn't send me an email by the time I go live to give another giveaway, we'll just give it away all over again because I can't hold it forever. I don't know why she would have answered the question one and then left. Maybe she doesn't even know she won it. I don't know. Have no idea. Oh, me. Oh. This is the first day that I've left my heater on. I mean, it hasn't run all day because when it got up to like 56 outside, the heater didn't come on inside. But I did turn the fireplace on just to take the chill out of the air. So the fireplace has been going all day. That's my backup to my gas furnace. I don't burn so much gas. I know she may have fainted with shock that she won. She may be on her living room floor. Who knows? I wouldn't know where her floor was to send someone to check on her. Donna says, scared me. Yeah, I don't know what I'd say to somebody that come to my door that wanted to do hand therapy on me. But, they do foot therapy, so why not hand therapy? You got pressure points in your hands that affect parts of your body, so. But yeah, it would seem strange all of a sudden somebody come knocking on your door and, I just want to do a hand therapy demonstration for you. It's like, oh, you want to play with my hands? You want to get up and personal with my hands? I'm being silly, y'all. I had just bought my house. Linda, do you like my idea of making a skateboard ramp with that car? Yeah, I do. They say those cars, they're bigger than an actual car. They're some kind of like monster truck or something. I don't know. But there's no door handles on it. There's no, I mean, everything has got to be remote control. You know, you got to open your door with a remote or you can't get it open. And I've been wondering how much they cost. What do they even call them? I've looked it up, and we're supposed to have 400 millionaires that live in this county, that live in Granbury. And I wouldn't doubt it to look at some of the homes along the lake, because those are multi-million-dollar homes, some of them. A cyber truck, yeah. Yeah, it's some kind of a cyber truck, they say. I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up and find out. Maybe, I wonder if I put Cybertruck in the browser, what would come up. Let's see. Find my internet on this. See if one of those things come up under Cybertruck. I don't know, but I would understand that they're quite expensive, I would think. I don't know. A Tesla? A Tesla? 160,000? Wow. Oh, you're right. It is. It was a 2024 Tesla Cybertruck. I got pictures of it right there. One is 159,900. The other one is 91,000. One is 142,000. So the guy that was driving it must be one of the millionaires that live in Granbury, because he was right beside my car. That's why I had to take some pictures of it or get it in the video. I wonder if he ever watches videos on YouTube. If he sees my video, he'll say, huh, that was my car at Walmart. That was his $160,000 car sitting beside mine. It's got big wheels on it, because they stood probably 6 or 7 inches taller than my wheels on my car. I mean, I'm wondering, does the whole back of it open up somehow to turn it into a truck? I mean, who knows? It might be one of those Rubik's cubes that the whole back opens up, unfolds, and folds up, and makes the whole bed of the truck open so you can load stuff in it. And then when you don't need the truck, it just folds back up and looks like a car. I would come up with something like that if I was designing vehicles. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. And it doesn't even, when you look at it, there's no front headlights or anything. So something's got to open up in the front for headlights to come through. That would be interesting to see. There's no tail lights on it. And you know it's got to have headlights and tail lights. Yep, that must have been one of the millionaires in Granbury that was driving around in that Tesla. I believe me, that truck took plenty pictures of you. It may have. I didn't think about that. Maybe that was security on that truck. Maybe it has security cameras and it was taking more pictures of me than I was taking of it. Neck bone, I bet you it scared you to death. If you just woke up from a nightmare and looked at your phone and the first thing you saw was me, you probably you probably thought I was part of your nightmare. Oh, these allergies are killing me. But the doctors don't want to give me shots. You slept over, taking a nap. It's dark out now. I know it is. I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's 8:02 here. We've been on for an hour, singing back to sleep. Oh my God, if I started singing, he'd probably stay awake. Yeah, what was the dream? That's funny. Had a nightmare, and when you opened your eyes or opened your phone, the first thing you saw was my face. Yep, I was part of your nightmare. Oh, that was a good one. I should have waited around to see who the driver was. It was gone when I came back out, though, of the store. That'd be funny. The guy watching his security cameras in that cyber truck and saw me walking around at video in his truck. If I had 160,000, tell us more. We needed a good laugh. No, it said if I had 160,000, I surely wouldn't buy a cyber truck. Neck bones, tell us more. We need a good laugh. Might have been a dreamboat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I might should have stuck around and waited till he came out of the store. Because he came out and left when I was inside. But I've seen that car all over town. So they live here somewhere. So he's probably one of the millionaires that lives around here. Many of the Tesla cars and trucks drive themselves. It will pick up and drop off in front of the store and then park itself. That's like Kit on Knight Rider. I always told my kids when they were little and Knight Rider was on TV, we watched it all the time. I said, man, when they put cars on the market like Kit, I'm going to buy me a new car because I want a car that's going to come to my door and pick me up. Like if it's raining and I'm in a store, my car's going to come right to that store and pick me up so I don't have to run across the parking lot in the rain. They just look at me like, sure, Mom. But I like the idea that it can drop me off at the store and then it can go find its own parking spot. The only thing is you'd have to make it come get you when you come out of the store because you're not going to know where it parked. You'd be walking all over the parking lot trying to find it. It wasn't good, Dennis. I was fighting on the ground. I hope you weren't fighting with a female. Not and then saw my picture. Can't afford to buy the groceries when it drops you off at the store, right? Yeah, evidently he won. He came in our live. Oh. There's another car. Well, I don't know if you call it a car or a scooter or what you call it. But there was a young boy. He had to be in his early 20s. And he drove this odd looking car that was customized. And I called it the Batman car. Because it wasn't really a car, it wasn't a motorcycle, it wasn't a buggy, but it had this body on it that looked wild. It just looked like something Batman would get in. And I got to talking one day. No, I went out to my car to leave, and he was going out to his car, and I didn't know it was his car because the kid worked at at Lowe's, the same place I worked. And I said, "Oh, that's your car, huh?" He said, "Yeah, it's mine." I said, "Well, I've been wondering forever, ever since I first saw it parked in the parking lot, who that belonged to." And he said, "Yeah, it's mine. It's kind of neat, isn't it?" I said, "It's pretty wild." It's called a slingshot or a spider, maybe. I don't know what it was called. I had gotten pictures of it. I don't know what I ended up doing with the pictures. They're not on my phone anymore. And it's pretty wild. It looks pretty awesome, too. Yeah, but those Teslas, I've been seeing that car all over town. And I just kept wondering, well, who's driving that car? Because you can't see in it. The windows are tinted to where you can't see inside. And I didn't think it was legal to have cars with windows that dark that you couldn't see inside. Because I tried to have my Cavalier windows tinted with a darker tint. And they say, we can't do it. We're not allowed legally to put a darker tint on your windows. And I thought to myself, well, I've seen other people with it. I said, only the cops can have their cars that dark. Well, I said, I don't want them black. I just want a tint on my windows to keep the sun from making the inside so hot and bleaching out your seat covers and stuff. And they said the factory tint that comes on the new cars is as dark as they can go. Well, I don't know what they did to that Tesla, but those windows, you can't see inside that thing. I know there's different levels of tint. And I just wanted a tint on there to keep the hot sun from out of the car. I wish they'd forget about the window tint and outlaw loud pipes. That makes the car sound cool, Dennis, when you got loud pipes on it. I drove a Chevelle Super Sport with dual exhaust, 4-speed transmission to work every day. And I could go across their bridge going into town, and it amplified the sound like 10 times. And I come out of the plant one day where I work to go to my car, And the manager had walked out to the parking lot for some reason, and he saw me open the car door to the Chevelle. He said, "Oh, it's your car that I keep hearing go across that bridge." I said, "I guess." He said, "I wondered forever who in the world had that loud of mufflers on their car that you could hear it all over town when you go across that bridge." And I said, "I'm guilty." Because my first husband we had the car during my first marriage. He loved his cars, his hot cars, loud pipes, the 4-speed transmission, floor shift. He loved all that kind of stuff. The louder, the better. And it was loud. But like I said, the minute it hit that bridge, for how the way that bridge was made, it just amplified the sound of the mufflers like 10 times. And it was mind-boggling how loud it got going across the bridge. I told him, yeah, I said, I drive it to work here every day. Oh, really? Well, I have to wear shades when I'm driving in the bright sun because it burns my eyes. A lot of times driven by someone that can't afford it or a business owner, yeah. Well, what gets me is these young kids. They think they got to get in their car, put the windows down, turn their radio on, and just turn the volume up as high as it'll go. And then they got a boom box in the back speaker that every time the bass hits, it goes boom, boom, boom. It's like, geez, we know you got a radio in the car. We don't need to hear it to the moon. Don't need to play it that loud for you to hear it either. But I was young once too. I didn't have the boom box or anything, but I love my music. But sometimes you can go through a drive-through of one of the fast food restaurants, and somebody will pull up behind you with a boom box, and they got the volume as high as it'll go. Boom, 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 boom. You hear the music, but you hear that boom, boom. The whole car goes boom, boom, boom. Linda, I bet when you got to work, they knew it was you. Well, yeah, after they realized who was driving the car, they knew. Most of the time in the morning, he was already in the building before I drove up. A lot of other people were too. So unless you were one that come in about the time I did, you didn't see who got out of the car. So they didn't have a clue as who drove that car to work. But I don't know why he was out in the parking lot. Maybe he was out there to see whose car was that loud, that was making that noise that he heard going across the bridge. Maybe that's why he was out there. I don't know. But he found out. He must have had an idea it was that Chevelle Super Sport sitting there, that red one with the black racing stripe down it. Because he was close to it when I walked out to it to get in it. And the minute I opened that door, "Oh, it's you. You're the one I keep hearing go across the bridge." I said, "Really?" It was a fun car to drive. I can understand how my first husband loved his cars. It was fun to drive. It had dual glass pack, if any of you know what glass packs are for your muffler. They're loud. One of them's loud enough, but when you got a dual exhaust, you got two of them, it's even louder. Cool. Yeah, they were cool cars. They were nice looking cars. It was cherry red with a black stripe from the hood all the way down the hood, across the top and down the back. It was a beautiful car. And those things would be worth a fortune today. I can't imagine if you looked up I think it was like a 68 or 69 Chevelle fastback, what the price on one like that would be. Because the one we drove looked brand new. I don't know how old it was at that point, but it was only a year or two old. It wasn't very old at all. It looked brand new, inside and out. I'm curious. I'm going to look it up. Oh my God, they go for $97,000, y'all. One of them's 148,900. $148,000 for a Chevelle Super Sport. And they got one in here almost the color. It's not quite the same red, but it's the same car. Hmm. And in the shape that one was in, it would probably bring top dollar. Mm. I know they don't have mufflers or anything. They're not sports cars, so to speak. They're cyber trucks. They're all mechanical and computerized, and like you say, it's probably got so many cameras around that whole car. It was probably taking more pictures of me than I was taking of it. Well, my ex-husband traded it, I think. He traded it on another car and I don't even remember what kind of car he got. He trade cars about every year or every 2 years. He never kept one very long. He traded in and get something else souped up. You wish you had my old car, my Cavalier? I wish I had it too. I was getting ready to insure it as oh, what do you call it, a classic? Because it was just before turning 20 years old, and it was in mint condition. One owner car, me. Low mileage. And then that guy had to rear end me and they totaled my car out. Made me sick. Dennis still drives a 2002. Well, that's when I got my 2018 Nissan, is when that guy hit my Cavalier in the rear and totaled it out for me. I still drove it for 2 weeks before the insurance company come took it. I didn't want them to have my car. They said, well, you can keep it, but you'll never be able to get full coverage on it. And you'll have what was it, a salvage title? They issue a salvage title on a car that's been totaled. And they said all you'll ever be able to get on it is basic liability. And the only thing wrong with it is he bent the trunk into where you couldn't open the trunk. It would have had to taken a new trunk on it. And it was going to cost about $230 more than what the insurance wanted to pay, so they totaled it. Well, this Nissan I'm driving now, it'll probably be the only car I'll ever own. I'll probably drive that until I can't drive anymore. Y'all ready for Thanksgiving? I haven't even fully decided what I'm going to have for Thanksgiving because I'm going to be home by myself Thanksgiving, I guess. Unless that friend of mine comes back by that's going to be working on some of the house. He said he'd be back around Thanksgiving time, but I don't know what day. That's how I feel about my new Jetta. Yeah, I like my Nissan. I mean, with my back and neck injury, the seats sit just right to where it doesn't bother or irritate my back or my neck. And my Cavalier set so low, it was like a sports car. It set so low to the ground, it aggravated my back, and it was hard for me to get in and out of. And the seats in my Nissan set up higher, a lot higher than that one did. I remember thinking the first time I sat in it, in the Nissan, like, oh my God, this is like getting into a pickup. The seat's up high. Yeah, my Nissan is quiet. I mean, it don't have no souped up stuff on it with a loud muffler and all that stuff. It doesn't have, well, it has stick shift, but it's a standard. Not a standard, it's an automatic. But most of them, the automatics today they have the stick shift between the column. Used to, they had them up on the steering wheel. German engineering at its finest. What, the Jetta? I don't even know who makes the Nissan. VW. Yeah, I don't even know who makes a Jetta or a Nissan. Are you saying that Nissan is a German car? Or is it Jetta, a German car? Jetta is VW? Well, who makes the Nissan? You think I'd know since I drive one? Nissan it says, is owned by Renault, Nissan Mitsubishi Alliance, a partnership between Nissan, Mitsubishi Motors, and Renault. But that doesn't tell me what country. Japan. The first Nissan cars were produced in Japan in 1935 at the flagship Nishiku Yokohama headquarters. I thought it was like Japan or China or somewhere. It said, let's see. It said Nissan is country of origin is Japan. It says since 1999, Nissan has been part of the Renault Nissan Mitsubishi Alliance partnership between Nissan and Mitsubishi Motors of Japan with Renault of France. As of November 2023, Renault holds 15% voting stake in Nissan, while Nissan holds the same stake in Renault. That's kind of weird. Hmm. And they've got some Mitsubishi, not Mitsubishi, but Nissan plants in America that produce the Nissan car. Says Nissan has 3 production plants in southeastern America. They have one in a 37-year-old Nissan plant in Tennessee, a 17-year-old Nissan vehicle assembly plant in the home state of Canton, Mississippi. And where's the other one? It doesn't tell where the third one is. Hmm. Get this, it said Chinese car brands are missing from the U.S. market, but Chinese made cars are still sold in the U.S. Americans bought 104,000 Chinese made cars in 2023 and nearly 28,000 in the first quarter of 2024. Buick, Lincoln, Polestar, Volvo, all sell cars in the U.S. that are made in China. It says Americans have been driving Chinese made cars for years, years and years. Oh well. We have everything else from China, yeah. Dachshund back in the day. Hi, Caleb. Welcome to our chat. We're almost ready to wind down for the night. We've been on for an hour and a half now. How are you doing? I went out and picked all my green tomatoes. I said the smaller ones I'm going to just put in the blender, chop them up, and make chow chow with them. And the ones that have a chance to get ripe, I'll eat like they are, like tomatoes. Because they didn't have that many. Because it's supposed to freeze this week, and if it freezes, it'll ruin those green tomatoes. I said that's where the fried green tomatoes came in. People picked their green tomatoes because they didn't want them to freeze, and they had to figure out a way to eat them, so they started frying them. They are pretty good. But the chow chow is good too that you make with green tomatoes. You're welcome, Kaylin. I'm just fine. Fine and dandy. We're back up to 38 people. Maybe we'll stay on a while longer. I don't know. Yeah, the little knob on the back of the back seat, it was loose. You know, you're supposed to pull it up to be able to lay the back seat down, the back of it. And I couldn't get it to release because when I'd pull up on it, the whole stem came up. So I took it to Nissan and I told them that they needed to fix that. That, you know, they needed to put another like stem down in it because that one was stripped or something. You couldn't pull it up to lay the seat down. They were going to have to pull the whole seat out, send the whole seat back to the manufacturer, and let them send a whole new seat. And I said, no, I don't want you to go all to that trouble. I said, don't you just have that piece that you can take and put on there? Well, you know what they ended up doing? They went ahead and ordered the seat, and all they did was take that stem out of the new seat and put it in my seat, and it worked fine. So I told them, now just send the other one back. I said, you don't have to pull the whole seat out. I said, that don't make sense. Replace the whole seat just because you needed that little stem that pops up to where it unlocks the seat so you can lay it down. That's weird. And there's Ann. Hey, Ann. You missed the question and the prize tonight. We did that a half hour ago. Do you even know that you won, Karen? I kept telling Karen, are you still there? You won. And you never came back in. And I said, well, you must have put your answer up and left. You'll need to send me your mailing address so I'll know where to send the prize to. Because you won. You answered vinegar. And you were the only one that got it. Yes, I did. Okay. What was it? It was this Hello Fall kitchen towel with the two squirrels and the acorns on it. I think it's just as pretty as it can be. So you can basically use it all year. You don't have to just use it for Thanksgiving. But it's the Thanksgiving theme. But it's basically um, a fall towel. Just had something in it. Yeah, Gladys had won the Thanksgiving plates and the napkins, and then she got the pepper jelly. But yeah, Karen won the kitchen towel. Yeah, it is just as cute. I probably should have got a set for myself when I bought that. They only had like 3 or 4 of them, if they even had that many of them. How are you doing, Ann? Just hanging in there? Yeah, but send me your mailing address to my hauserlinda49 at Gmail, so I'll know where to send it. You're welcome, Karen. Did Gladys get the jumping jar? No, I don't know what one I put the jelly in, but I remember when I was taking it out of the canner, just sterilizing the jars, it popped out of the holder that I pulled it up with, and it jumped across the stove, landed on the sink. And I said, leave it to me to have something odd in my videos. I said, I wonder if anybody ever even caught that, the jumping jar. It was empty, but still. It's a good thing it didn't break. It didn't chip or anything. But she got her pepper jelly today, she said. And she said she couldn't handle hot stuff, but that pepper jelly that I sent her is not hot at all. I opened a jar just like it, and you couldn't even tell it was jalapenos in there. It was not hot. Wasn't even warm. I mean, you could taste the jalapeno taste, but it was not hot at all. Because I can't eat it if it's too hot. My stomach protests. I'll immediately get the hiccups. Oh, wow, you're going to UT Southwestern in Dallas to a neurologist surgeon that specializes in complex spine surgeries. Wow. Well, I hope he can do you some good, Anne. Poor thing, you've been through a lot and still going through a lot. Your style of laughing is so sweet and amazing. I always thought it sounded silly. Karen says, I want one jelly. I think it cost me like $9 in postage to send that one little jar of jelly to Gladys. That's the reason I can't mail that kind of stuff out very often. It costs too much. I can't afford it. And that tablecloth cost even more. It cost me $16, I think it was, or just a little under $17 to mail that little jar of jelly and that tablecloth. Both of them together came to $16, so it was like 7 something for the tablecloth and 9 for the little jar of jelly. Oh, I know. I mean, that's awful. You can't even hold your head up. That's terrible. I cannot imagine that. Yeah, we're all going to be praying for you. When are you going to this specialist in Dallas? I know it's too much money. That's what I told him at the post office. I said, I can't afford this kind of money very often. And you mail out stuff every week, it adds up quite a bit in a month's time. My chin is on my chest. Are you still not wearing that neck brace? I think I'd keep wearing that neck brace. Looks like they could give you a soft neck brace that you could take off and put back on when you needed to. That would help hold your head up, and it wouldn't be that wire looking type of head brace that they make most people wear. Hopefully next week. I had it was thick. It was about that thick foam of a neck brace that I wore, and it velcroed in the back. So you could peel it off in the back. The velcro was open, and you could take it off, to get in the shower and stuff like that. And then when I got out of the shower, I'd put it back on. But that would help hold your head up. Oh, okay, you wear it. It's foam. I do take it off. Okay. So that's probably one similar to what I had worn. Yeah, at least they're more comfortable than those metal things. Oh my God. Some people I've seen with those halos, those metal neck brace things, oh, they look so uncomfortable and painful. I had to wear mine, I think it was for about like 5 weeks after my surgery. But like I said, it was the foam one and it was comfortable. It limited my movement of my neck, and that's what it's intended to do. But I could sit on the couch and it would literally hold my chin up. It'd hold my head up. I just rest my chin right on the neck brace and just rest. I know I've planted every kind of pepper there is. Jalapenos, serranos, habanero, chili peppers, every kind of pepper going and coming I planted this summer. Even sweet peppers, the bell peppers, the banana type peppers that are sweet. They're all mixed up in my pepper, my cowboy candy, all the hot peppers are mixed up in the cowboy candy relish, the pepper relish, and in the pepper jelly, all the hot ones that I had. Because you only put 12 of them in the pepper jelly. You chop them up real good. And you put them in the pot when you're making the jelly so it cooks the peppers. So once it's all mixed up and cooked, the peppers are really not hot. I mean, the jelly's not hot at all. In that jar I opened, you had just a tiny bit of the pepper aftertaste. And then it was not even hot. It was barely warm. And I was kind of wishing it had more hot pepper in it. Just a little bit. So I'll know what to do next time. My peppers weren't the same size probably as the jalapenos they were calling for in the recipe. And I tried to put equal amounts of my pepper to what I thought they put in with 12 jalapenos. But I probably didn't put as much hot pepper in it. Well, with all of mine, my cowboy candy relish, the cowboy candy, the chow chow, the pepper jelly, you have to heat up the sugar and all the ingredients in a pot, bring it to a boil for so long, and then you got to put your peppers in there and boil it for so long before you can put it in your jars and put it in your canner. A lot of people don't can it. They just fix the pepper, the cowboy candy in the pot, put it in the jars, put the lid on it, and they eat it right away because it won't keep for a year. I can mine so I don't have to worry about losing it. It's going to be there on the shelf when I get ready to get a jar out and open it. It'll be okay. But I've heard a lot of people do not can cowboy candy, pepper relish, or any of that. And I can all mine. I don't know. We were talking about going fishing a little while ago, Caleb. I said we got an 80-degree day coming up this week, about the middle of the week. I think Thursday, Wednesday. It's going to be 80 degrees. And I said that'd be a perfect day to go fishing. But I need to get my Christmas decorations out. So I don't know. Well, I've got about 40 jars of it. I have to can it because I can't eat all of that in a hurry. I mean, I give away some for Christmas presents. I've got one guy said he'd buy some that lives close to here. And in fact, it was Cody, the one that cut some of the trees down for me. He said he'd want to see some of it before he said he'd buy it. But I haven't got him over here to look at it yet because I haven't finished canning. I said I wanted to get everything canned I was going to can and then let him come look and see what he wanted. Because like I said, once you can it, you know it's going to stay on the shelf for at least a year or longer. You don't have to worry about it ruining. I don't know how you would make yours if you didn't cook it, because every recipe that I've ever found, you put your sugar and your vinegar and all that stuff in a pot, and you have to bring it to a boil and boil it for so long, and then add your peppers, and then you got to boil it for so long before you can put it in your jars. So that's cooking it a little bit. The same way with the pepper jelly. And then if you can it, you're going to cook it for 10 more minutes in the canner. Because you got to have it in the canner at least 10 minutes. And it tickles me when you start taking the jars out of the canner, they go pop, pop, pop. I love to hear them pop. Okay, Karen, I'll get it. You are graceful and a noble personality. Well, thank you, Caleb. You are so nice. You send me so many nice compliments. I was looking for it. Doesn't seem like I've gotten the email yet. Might take a minute for it to come through. Yeah, my mom did too. She'd fill the freezer up with vegetables and then she'd can till she didn't have any more vegetables to can because my dad always had a big garden. Made jelly out of everything, yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot out there that you can't make jelly with. Tomorrow I have a test at the hospital, which I have to swallow dye, and they watch me while I swallow it. Have you ever heard of that? No, but they injected me with dye one time, and I'm allergic to it. So I go into that anaphylactic shock. When they injected me, I can't breathe. And they said, well, we've got to give it to you because that's the only way we can get a clear x-ray or scan. So I think they gave me a shot of that, and then they gave me Benadryl instantly to counteract the allergic reaction I'd have to it. She made jelly out of corn cobs after creaming corn. I've never heard of that. Corn jelly. Wow. I bet it is good. I've never heard of that. I bet you can take creamed corn, put it in a blender, and just pulverize it and put that in and make jelly with it, and I bet it's real good. I'm going to be in here putting all kind of things in the pot to make jelly, y'all, after this. I'm liable to make possum jelly. It's good and it looks like lemon jello. I bet it does. Yeah, I know you're dreading to go have all the tests done and stuff. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, to get better and get some help. It's like an angiogram. She died years ago and I forgot how to make it. It's probably similar to the way they do the pepper jelly. You put very little corn in it because you put very little pepper in pepper jelly. And there's Jackie M. Hi there, Jackie. I don't can. I have two boys, 21 and 17. Yeah, nothing will last long with boys that age. When my son was 14, oh my God, I couldn't keep food in the house. Him and my daughter ate like there was no bottom to their stomach. Well, I thought I got that email. Where did it go? Well, I'm not finding it now, Karen. Where did it go? Karen, do you mind sending it again? Because it's disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. I thought I saw it, but I must not have. I just checked my trash folder too, and it's not there. I thought I might have accidentally checked spam. Oh, I got it. It was in the spam folder. Well, how do I get that off of it? Let me write down her address before it disappears again. There, got it. Got it now, Karen. I got it wrote down. Spam jelly. I need to get it out of the spam folder. See how I can do that. Yeah, but for some reason it put you in my spam folder. Hmm. But I got it down. I was going to try to put you in the other folder, get you out of the spam. I'm not sure how to do it on that phone. I have no idea where Connie or Susan is. April had sent me a message saying that she was taking a break from my channel because that we had too much drama going on. So I think she's watching other people's channels now. And I hated that. I hate to lose April. What is time here in Pakistan? 8 a.m. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's 9 p.m. here in the States. So it's 8 a.m. for you, and it's 9 p.m. here. I don't know, just a few things came up, but for the most part, I don't like drama going on in my channel, and I don't put up with it. But if it comes up in your channel, you got to deal with it somehow. You just can't have drama going on in your live and ignore it. But I did away with it as fast as I could because I don't want drama coming in on my channel or in my live. But she said that she thought there was too much drama. So she was taking a break from my channel. And I said, well, that's her right. I mean, people can watch anybody they want, but I hate to lose them as one of my people too. Yeah, well, it shows 8:59 p.m. here in Texas. That's the reason I said 9 p.m. It was right at 9. So your day is just starting, and ours is winding down. It's almost bedtime. It's almost bedtime here in the States. Well, a lot of people are already in bed because it's depending on what state you live in. I'm Central Time. Eastern Time is an hour ahead of me. Pacific Time was 2 hours earlier than me? $6:59 where you're at, Jackie. Yeah, it just turned 9 p.m. Nine p.m. in Florida. I'm just getting started. 9 p.m. I'm winding down for the day. Yep, almost sack time. Or snack time. Snack time before you go to bed. Man, I've had my hands in water so much. Canning and working in the garden. I have no fingernails left. Difference in Pakistan time than our time? No. 12, 13 hours difference, isn't there? Because 8 in the morning to 8 p.m. It's 12 hours, right? And if it's 9 here, that's 13 hours difference, depending on what part of the United States you live in. I slept all day while everyone was working. There you go. He tries to stay up all night. Like to see the sunrise. We have some awesome sunsets here. It's unreal back over in that direction from my house. But I hardly ever go out to see them. Karen can't sleep since her honey passed. Tequila sunrise. Oh, man. No tequila. No, I don't think I need tequila. He was 59. I was young. Too young to pass. I wanted to check something and I forgot. I'm going to look it up to see if freezes hurt sweet potatoes. I would think it does. I don't know. Interesting. It said that the freezing temperature will kill a sweet potato vine and damage the roots too, or kill the root. Dennis, he says, I want to live long and spend my kids' inheritance. Yeah, I hope you outlast 61 too, Dennis. Your dad must have had some health problems. Hanging in there. Well, I got you all beat, and I'm hanging in there. I told you, I'm too ornery to die. I'm gonna stay around and aggravate people. I'm not gonna let them off the hook. I'm gonna be one of these cantankerous old women that lives forever. My mom was 86, and she questioned it. Why should I die at 86? Other people live to be 90s, in their late 90s. Why me at 86? I says, I don't know. We can never answer those questions. It just depends on your health and a lot of circumstances, I guess. Yeah, that's about all Ann can do is hang in there. It's like being in a bad dream you can't get out of. Just hope it's got a happy ending. Your great grandmother was 101 and mean. See, she figured if she lived to 101, she was entitled to be mean. Oh, wow, your mom had a massive heart attack at 39? That was young. But you never know in life. Age sometimes doesn't matter. I mean, look at all these people never make it out of childhood. They never make it past teenage years, or they never make it out of their 20s. It's just it's just when your time comes, it's your time, that's all. In God's time. She had a minor bird with a filthy vocabulary. I'd love to have seen that. What did the bird do? Cuss people out when it come in the front door? Tell them where to go? Well, I don't know, I don't know if I was in a state of shock or what it was, but after my divorce, raising my kids, it just seemed like the time flew by. And then all of a sudden, I woke up one day, my kids are grown, married, and moved out of the house. And it's like, it was like I woke up from a dream. Where did all those years go? You know, like 1 year I was still married, then I was divorced, and then now all of a sudden my kids are grown, married, and they don't even live at home anymore. It's like I was in a dream and just woke up. Dennis, you hated that bird. It barked like a dog. And your uncle taught it the bad words. I usually don't go to bed till 12 or 1 o'clock. I didn't hit the bed last night till almost 2 a.m. I'll probably go to bed tonight about 11, 12, somewhere along in there, if not before. I may go to bed right after I end this live. There's no telling. I'd love to see that bird, Dennis. I'd love to have a bird like that. There's no telling what I'd teach that bird to say. Your uncle killed your pet rabbit and ate it? Oh my goodness. Why did he do such a thing? He must have wanted rabbit bad. I mean, you could teach that bird to tell people all kind of stuff. And then, it's like, it wasn't me, it was the bird. The bird also laughed just like your grandma. That's funny, Dennis. The rabbit was actually good. So you helped him eat it, huh? Well, there's a lot of people raise rabbits for food. I know it's down to 44 degrees now here. I'm looking at the temperature gauge and it says 44 degrees. What's his name? Pete, repeat. I saved on its feet for good luck. Oh, you saved one of its feet for good luck. Yeah, I saw the rabbit's feet on keychains before. And as a kid growing up, it never dawns on you, that's a real rabbit foot. They actually cut that off a rabbit and put it on that keychain. Today's a funny time, yeah. That's why we like to have these live chats, is because we get in here and cut up and laugh and carry on. Everybody feels better. um, Small, snug snugged up in a fleece robe. Well, that sounds like it would be warm. Some of the crazy things we did. Oh, man. Well, I've never eaten rabbit, but I have eaten squirrel. I've eaten raccoon before. I've eaten coon hash, and it was good that my mom fixed. But I've never eaten rabbit. It was a listen to me, listen to Mel tell the story. Yep, today was funny time, Caleb. I can't get that joke about what the granddad told that girl about her, her hair being all spiked up in different colors. She kept staring at him, and she asked him something. Said, "What's wrong, Gramps? You not ever lived?" And he said, "Well, I got drunk and had sex with a peacock one time, and I was just wondering if you might be my daughter." And his grandson said, "I knew something like that was going to come out of his mouth because he always has something smart to say." So he hurried up and swallowed this bite of hamburger so he didn't choke on it because he knew something real cute was coming out of his grandpa's mouth. And it did. I'm doing fine too, Tall Rob. How are you? I felt sick this morning, but I feel a lot better tonight. Sound like something your dad would say, Dennis? Recovering from a trip to Atlanta this weekend. Oh, wow. Well, I hope you behaved yourself. Behaved yourself and didn't get in any trouble. Oh, no. Yeah, I wouldn't want a bird that would talk down to me or call me names when I walked into. Yeah, I knew some people out here that did that. They raised rabbits and they sold them. They'd sell them as pets or as food because they ate the rabbits. They multiplied so fast you had to do something with them. Well, thank you, Caleb. The neighborhood got mixed up with the rabbit he was selling. A guy back in Montessori I used to buy a rabbit from went to prison. Apparently some of the cats from the neighborhood got mixed up with the rabbit he was selling. Missouri. Well, why would he go to prison if a cat got mixed up with the rabbits? Did they think he was crossbreeding? They must have thought he was crossbreeding or something. I don't know. I'm in a silly mood now, y'all. That'd be something, a cat rabbit. A cabot. There you go. It would be a cabot. I got back at my uncle. I let his pigeons out, but didn't realize they came back home. He was selling cat as rabbit. He was selling cabots. He had a new breed of rabbit, a cabot. Oh, this is too good. Well, I wouldn't have thought you'd go to jail for selling a cat, and everybody would thought it was a rabbit. If the cat got mixed up with the rabbits, it wasn't his fault. It was just a mistake. Donna says meow. And Karen's got the giggles. Oh my goodness. Dennis. Dennis says that's why people won't buy rabbits unless the feet are still on. They want to make sure they're not cats. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if he ever tricked me, but I guess I couldn't tell the difference. Well, if you couldn't tell a rabbit from a cat, you got a problem, Too Tall Rob. Oh, I know we're all silly tonight. I guess it's the weather. It all tastes like chicken. Uncle BB said, I see you're having fun without me. Oh, man. I don't know if I'm going to survive this chat or not. Oh no, Too Tall Rob, that sounds like trouble. Yeah, look what Too Tall Rob's got going on. That all sounds like trouble. It just got cold here today, Kaylin. I didn't feel too good this morning when I got up. Haven't felt too good all day. I think I feel better now than I have all day. I think it's just mostly my allergies. Flares up gout just thinking about it. 29 degrees in Kansas tonight. Oh no, that's too cold. It's 44 here in Texas right now. It's supposed to get down to about 32 one night this week. And then down in like 30 one night next week, I think. So if the 32 don't kill all the plants, next week the 30 will. Aside of the Maker's Mark and eggnog, I've got a candy bar that has THC and mushrooms in it. You sound like trouble, Too Tall Rob. Maker's Mark whiskey. You light up our lives. Too tall, did you tip over the cow to get the mushrooms? I thought they called me Mr. Goodtime. Oh my goodness. I wish somebody'd take these allergies away. Have a good ride. But I guess Trouble's been my middle name for a long time. Oh man. You guys are too much fun. I've heard of it, Dennis. I've never seen it or never done it or tried it. I need some hot lemon and honey. Oh. Yeah, I've heard about people going out in the fields and tipping cows at night. I've never seen them do it, and I've never tried to do it or, been in on it. I've just heard about it. Something to do with cow patties. You actually tip the cows over, I think. Until you get caught, yeah. Remember taking kids snipe hunting back in the day, yeah. I've heard about all that too. Aren't the cows asleep when you tip them? You tip them over and then you watch them fall. Or I think that's what I heard, that the cows are standing there sleeping and you tip them over. Yeah, they wake up quickly. Well, wouldn't you? If you were standing there sound asleep and somebody tipped you over, wouldn't you wake up real fast? Be like falling asleep sitting in a chair. Somebody come there and tried to tip you over. You'd wake up. Oh my goodness. I've not slept standing up either. But that's the thing that cows do. Oh, wow. Back in the 70s, it was winter here. There was a plane crash and people eating the ones that passed when they said they tasted like chicken. I hope I never have to find out. I stop you from going, Caleb. Have you ever thought about seeing a hypnotist about your sinus? No. Nope, I never thought about that. How could they help, I wonder? I'll make sure my chicken have the feet on it. I've never heard that they could help, Too Tall Rob, a hypnotist, to help with your sinus, your allergies. It seems like your body would react to your allergy regardless of whether you were hypnotized or not. Huh, I've never heard of that. I'm not going to KFC now, thanks, Uncle BB. Yeah, your money disappears, but you wake up with your allergy still there. My head is bobbing. I would say chances are pretty good at getting chicken at KFC. You don't think they got imitation chicken? Or laboratory manufactured chicken? Wow, I have to check that out, Too Tall Rob. Yeah, I never heard about getting hypnotized to help your allergies. Because it looks like your body would react to the allergy regardless of what you're hypnotized to think or react to. I don't know. I don't know that much about any of it. Waiting, cow tipping. I copied the link to Tall Rob, so I'll check it out. I'll remember I was blue and I could share the link. Well, I copied the link, so. Yeah, I just copied it again. That's when you put $1 in the jar when you drive by a dairy farm. That's cow tipping too tall. Dropping $1 in a jar. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that, pushing them over while they're sleeping, standing up, and it's called cow tipping. I've never seen people do it, and I've never tried to do it. I'd be afraid if the cow fell over, he'd fall on me. And there's Jana Jacob. Hi, Jana. Of course, I guess I could tell you the story about a couple of strip clubs in Nebraska. You could tip a cow. You mean you had cow strippers? What about cow patty bingo? I've never heard of that. Y'all are killing me. Oh my goodness. How in the world would you play cow patty bingo? That's a new one on me. Leave it up to Dennis. Oh. Kind of like the one of them stories about the rabbit and the chicken, the stripper and the cow. I know cow patties are poop. It's cow poop. Yeah, I guess so. I'll have to look it up. Oh, I hear all these new things I've never heard of tonight. Oh. Do y'all realize we've been on here for about almost 3 hours? Doesn't seem like that long. We've been having so much fun. I'd rather have pecan patties. Do not look up blue waffle. I just saw live. A friend of mine did. Oh my. Oh man. Now see, I'm going to have to start looking this stuff up. You keep talking about it. Well, this was our surprise live to give something away again. And Karen Meyer won tonight. After my friend showed me the two girls, one cup, I knew better than to stay away from Google. Oh, it says Blue Waffle. Blue Waffle is an online hoax that's been tricking people online for many years. It involves a made up sexual transmitted read the rest of it. Transmitted infection. Nothing you see about it online is real, including images of people who supposedly have it. Oh my goodness, I can't read the rest of it. Y'all have to look it up for yourself. Love the Walmart trip. Better stay away from Google. Hi, Nathaniel. But you know, you can't tell someone not to do something because that's what they're going to do. Well, read the rest of it. I read that part of it, and then I went down to reading how it got started. That's even worse than the first part. It's like, oh no, I can't read that on the live. Okay, Donna. Yeah, we got to go. I mean, we've been on here for almost 3 hours. It's been fun. I've enjoyed the daylights out of it. We got to get off of here. At least you didn't look at any of the pictures. Well, I haven't yet. I'll probably look after a while. Oh, the things y'all get me into. Trust me when I say, Linda, don't do it. Night, Jackie. Night, Donna. I gotta go. I'm gonna cough my head off. Do not go looking at it and think you're going to get a nice rest. No, I'm not looking at it tonight. I'll probably never look it up again. You might have a neck bones nightmare. Well, night, Dennis. Night, Donna, Anna, Ann, Too Tall Rob, Karen, Jackie, Caleb, everybody else that's in here. Donna. Who am I missing? I think I'm Uncle BB. Y'all have a blessed night. We got to get off of here. We've been on here long enough. I'm taking up all your night. Y'all have sweet dreams, no nightmares. I'll see you on the next one. Love y'all. Bye.